Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly hope you're having a fine day. Now, this is Livingston, Montana, and just take a look out here in the atmosphere, in the air. Exactly what you're looking at is forest fire smoke. It reminds me of a great big plume off of a great big gigantic cigarette, if you will. Now, that V that you see that I'm zooming in and out, that's called the slide area. That's looking directly south along US 89, along the majestic Absaroka mountain range into the park. Well, you can't even see them mountains because of all this plumage and hydrocarbons in the air and micro ash. We got a forest fire burning in Boise, Idaho, or nearabouts, and then one in hell, and then there's several other ones going. But this is what it does. It just really screws up the air quality. Can't even hardly see them mountains, and normally they're perfectly clear. And what has this got to do with anything? It's got a lot to do with stuff. Because when the air gets this fouled up, you can't breathe very well. Now, you take like this morning, I'm not feeling too awful bad, and I'm not, usually when this kind of stuff happens, I get my nasal passages start acting up on me, and I get quite wheezy and stuff like that. But I've been vaping, and it's been helping out a lot. But I just thought I'd come out here and capture this scene for a minute, just to show you how screwed up that air can get due to forest fires. Okay, I'm going to retire this clip or this segment right here for a little while, and I'm going to return to my studio. Well, hello there again. You're probably wondering, does this idiot stick here have a rhyme or a reason? Does he have a point to this video? You can bank on it. I do. I certainly hope that you've seen all that forest fire smoke out there, because I can guarantee you, if you lived out here in the wilds of Montana or Wyoming or Idaho where we have these kind of fires, and you breathed forest fire smoke long enough, you'd understand what my concern is here. Because, it's like this, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a cigarette smoker, forest fire smoke gets even worse. It's bad enough to breathe, not a cigarette smoker, okay? Point being is I'm a brandy new vapor, whatever you want to call me, and I'm certainly not a know-it-all. Some of you might want to catch on to what I just said there. But I can guarantee you one thing. I'd much rather be sucking on this Kanger Tech unit of mine right here, this vaporizer, than I would breathing in forest fire smoke, because you can ask any professional forest fire fighter, and they'll tell you that you can definitely get inhalation problems from forest fire smoke. And you take like cigarettes. That's the only reason why I took up vaping on the face of this planet, is to kick cigarettes. Now here it is. Here's the point. Here's the main crux of this movie file, if you will, kind of comparing cigarette smoking to forest fires, which is really not the same thing, but there's a correlation in there if you think about it. But here it is with cigarettes, ladies and gentlemen. These big tobacco companies and certain factions in the government don't want you to know. There's over 60,000, I didn't stumble with my words, 60,000, 60,000 chemicals and toxins and all that kind of stuff in cigarettes. And there's over 60 carcinogens, cancer-causing elements, agents, whatever have you. Death sticks, conspiracy sticks, cancer sticks, whatever you want to call this miserable mess. And I'm also very proud to announce that I've been cigarette-free for a week. And am I out of the woods yet? No, because cigarette addiction is terrible. And for you people that are battling cigarette addiction, because I know there's somebody out there in video land that's looking at this video right now, and you're going through cigarette withdrawal, and it isn't necessarily nicotine either. Let me make this perfectly clear, because there's a bunch of other junk that they put in cigarettes that get you highly addicted to the mess. A lot of people blame everything on nicotine. That's because they're uninformed and uneducated. That's all there is to it. And the point being, I'm going to shut up and get gone because this video will sound like I'm on some kind of a bandwagon. But I am on some kind of a bandwagon because I've got a very big bone to pick with the Veterans Administration of the United States of America, because I am a Vietnam veteran, and them heathens gave me nothing but raw, pure hell over the years about cigarette smoking. When I started smoking right in the middle of Vietnam, I was a smokeless individual until I went into military service for Uncle Sam. It is in my case, everybody's got their own excuses, but in my case, it's a service-connected ailment. And yet they've done a poor job in helping me get rid of this cigarette habit. But the point being is I'd much rather be blasting on this vaporizer here than breathing forest fire smoke or cigarette smoke or whatever have you. So let's have a puff or two here and before I get all steamed up here. And I don't make very big puffs. I'm not in this thing to make great big billows of smoke. But let me vape here for a minute because I think I need it. You know what I mean? Okay, there. I feel a little bit better, a little bit more settled down. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this movie file, and I certainly hope you understand the point that I was trying to make, and have a nice day.